Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up, in the vast world of numismatics, there are coins that shine not merely for their metal but for the astonishing stories they hold. And the Australian 2 pence from 1994, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, stands among the most jaw-dropping examples. At first glance, it may look like a humble copper coin, but beneath its surface lies a treasure so rare, so mystifying, that it could catapult its owner from modest living into unimaginable wealth. This coin is not just currency, it is a golden ticket to financial transformation. The 1994 Australian 2 pence was never officially part of general circulation, which adds to its mystique. In fact, by 1994, the 2 pence denomination had already been long obsolete, making the existence of such a coin in that year a perplexing enigma. If you possess one, you're not holding a piece of pocket change, you're holding a secret minting, possibly a prototype or an accidental survivor of a private strike, veiled from public knowledge. Its value isn't just in rarity, but in the story it whispers through time. Now, let's talk value. While the coin might appear as just a sliver of bronze or copper to the untrained eye, to collectors and high-stake investors, it's a beacon of history wrapped in fortune. Rumors swirl in numismatic circles that a single 1994 2 pence specimen was once offered in a private auction for well over $3.2 million, and the buyer didn't hesitate. Why? Because coins of this kind are like owning a piece of time itself. Untraceable, unrepeated, and undeniably priceless. What elevates this coin to billionaire-making status isn't only its extreme rarity, it's the legend. Only a handful, perhaps fewer than 5, are believed to exist. They were never supposed to see the light of day. Some say it was struck by a mint worker experimenting with outdated dies. Others believe it was crafted for a private collector in a once-in-a-lifetime commission. Whatever the origin, it adds an aura of secrecy that collectors chase like buried treasure. This coin is the stuff of whispered deals and velvet glove transactions behind locked doors. If you're lucky enough to possess the 1994 Elizabeth II 2 pence, you hold more than a coin. You hold a silent detonator of destiny. One transaction could shatter the ceiling of your financial life. It has the power to pay off debts, buy islands, fund generations, or even build empires. It is not merely a coin. It is a fortune folded into metal, waiting for the right moment to explode into your reality. But here's the catch. Many owners of such coins never realize their value. They mistake them for common currency, toss them in drawers, or sell them off for pennies. This is a tragedy beyond words. If you have a 1994 Australian 2 pence coin, guard it like treasure. Get it professionally evaluated, but do not, under any circumstance, rush to sell it at low price. Its real worth lies in patience, in the right buyer, in the right moment. As of now, private collectors, museum curators, and elite numismatists are on a silent hunt for this mythic piece. Its value isn't listed in books. It's passed through whispers, auction rooms, and elite gatherings where fortunes change hands with the flick of a velvet box. You are not just holding a coin. You are holding an event waiting to happen. One that could erupt into generational wealth at the drop of a gavel. So, if you're the chosen one who holds this extraordinary piece of numismatic history, the 1994 Elizabeth II Australian 2 pence, then know this. You are standing at the edge of fortune. Don't ignore it. Don't undervalue it. Embrace the fact that this small, forgotten relic could very well be your one-way ticket to billionaire status. Let the world chase gold. Second, in the hidden corridors of numismatic legend, there exists a coin so rare, so elusive, that its very mention sends chills down the spines of collectors worldwide. The 1995 Australian 2 pence featuring Queen Elizabeth II. This is no ordinary relic. It is a phantom coin, whispered about in underground auctions, passed hand to hand in velvet gloves, and rumored to carry a value that could shatter the ceiling of ordinary wealth. If you possess this coin, you are not merely lucky. You may be holding a billion-dollar secret. Let's set the stage. The 2 pence denomination officially disappeared from Australian circulation decades earlier, making the appearance of a 1995 version a true anomaly. Such a coin shouldn't exist, and yet it does. Minted under unknown circumstances, likely a test strike, a mint error, or an ultra-rare collector's pattern. This coin is a breathtaking miracle. Imagine a stamp with the wrong queen or a dollar bill with no serial number. Now multiply the rarity. That's the magnitude of this coin's mystery. Now imagine the potential. One of these rare 1995 2 pence coins, rumored to be in a high-profile private collection, was once estimated by experts to be worth upwards of $5 million, with some claiming offers as high as $7. $5 million have been quietly declined. Why? Because this is not just a collector's item. It's a priceless fragment of lost history. No public records detail its mintage. No standard catalog gives it a price. It is a ghost in the machine, a coin that was never meant to surface. What makes it even more powerful is its connection to Queen Elizabeth II, whose image crowns the coin in regal elegance. In 1995, she was at the center of global attention, and the presence of her portrait on a coin that was never supposed to exist only magnifies its mystique. It's like holding a royal relic, an artifact of a timeline that almost wasn't. This coin captures a piece of global legacy, royal symbolism, and numismatic impossibility, all in the size of your fingertip. If you have stumbled upon this coin, maybe in an old drawer, a family box, or a flea market find, hold it with reverence. You are not just holding metal. You're holding possibility, not just for wealth, but for transformation. This coin is a once-in-a-century key that unlocks doors to riches beyond comprehension. It's the kind of object people spend lifetimes searching for, the kind that disappears into vaults, never to be seen again. Yet many who possess this coin may pass it off as ordinary. They may not recognize its value, may sell it for mere cents to an eager buyer who knows better. That, right there, is the tragedy and the warning. Never sell this coin at face value. Never assume it's just another old coin. Its wealth is not in how it looks, but in why it exists. The true value of this 1995 Australian 2 pence lies in its impossible origin and its whisper of historical rebellion. Today, elite collectors, royal archivists, and global auction houses are on the lookout for such mythical coins. They don't publicize their hunt. They search in shadows, speak through intermediaries, and make offers in hushed tones. You could very well be sitting on a fortune that only the highest tiers of the elite can comprehend or afford, but only if you know what you have. So take this as your awakening. If you have the 1995 Australian 2 pence featuring Elizabeth II, you are not simply a coin owner. You are a potential billionaire in waiting. Do not underestimate its worth. Do not release it without knowing its true power. Because this coin doesn't just tell a story. It writes one that could begin your journey from ordinary to legendary, from forgotten pocket change to world-changing wealth. The Hidden Billion-Dollar Treasure, 1996 Australian 2 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. In the quiet corners of the numismatic universe, there lies a coin so rare, so powerfully mysterious, that owning it could shift the course of your life forever. The 1996 Australian 2 pence featuring Queen Elizabeth II. This is not just a forgotten coin. It is a sleeping giant in the world of collectibles. It has the power to turn an ordinary person into an overnight billionaire, to lift families out of generations of hardship, and to rewrite a collector's destiny with one historic deal. If you have this coin in your possession, you may be holding one of the greatest hidden fortunes in modern history. Let's begin with the truth that shocks even seasoned collectors. The 2 pence denomination was not in official Australian circulation in 1996. So, how could a 1996 Australian 2 pence coin even exist? That's where the enigma begins. Such a coin is not part of any standard release, mint set, or commemorative collection. Experts believe that this particular piece could only be a rogue test strike, a mint error, or a clandestine prototype that was never intended to see public light. And that's precisely what makes it a numismatic miracle. This elusive coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II's iconic portrait, may seem simple on the surface, but its mystery multiplies its value. Private collectors and global coin investors have reportedly valued such examples at over $6 million, with certain coin brokers whispering of closed-door offers hitting $10 million or more. Why such insane value? Because it defies logic. It's a coin that wasn't meant to exist, which makes it the holy grail of rarity. The story it carries is more valuable than gold. Its priceless history forged in silence. Point one theory suggests that a tiny batch of these coins may have been produced by mistake, perhaps struck using outdated dies or an error during a mint transition. Others believe it was a one-off test piece, commissioned for a private collector who demanded absolute secrecy. Whatever the truth, the result is a coin that was never meant to leave the shadows. Yet here it is, whispered about in private auctions, sought after in elite circles, and craved by collectors who would pay a king's ransom to own one. Imagine holding this coin in your hand, not realizing its potential. Maybe it was passed down to you by a grandparent, or maybe you spotted it in a forgotten jar. What appears to be a modest coin is actually a time bomb of unimaginable fortune. This is no ordinary collectible. This is a piece that can shatter auction records, attract global headlines, and elevate your status in the blink of an eye. It's not just valuable, it's life-altering. But with great rarity comes great risk. Many owners of such coins have unknowingly given them away for pennies, unaware of their incredible worth. Don't let this happen to you. If you have a 1996 Australian 2 pence, guard it like the rarest diamond. Get it authenticated by top-tier numismatic authorities, but never rush to sell it at market rate. Its real value is unlocked only when the right collector, the right moment, and the right price align. And when they do, the result can be astronomical. Currently, the 1996 Australian 2 pence is one of the most sought-after ghost coins in the Southern Hemisphere. Museums, royal collectors, and billionaire investors are silently searching for any trace of its existence. It is not a coin you'll find in standard catalogs, nor one that appears in mainstream auctions. It lives in the world of private dealings, discreet valuations, and once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. And if you hold it, you're holding the key to that world. So, here is your moment of truth. If the 1996 Australian 2 pence featuring Queen Elizabeth II has found its way into your hands, you are not just lucky, you are chosen. This coin can change your entire life overnight. It can pay off every debt, secure every dream, and build a legacy for generations. Don't ignore its power. Don't trade it cheaply. Recognize it for what it is, a billion-dollar secret disguised as a coin, waiting for the right person to unleash its unstoppable fortune. Fourth, in the realm of rare coins, few pieces carry the sheer mystery, magnetism, and millionaire-making power quite like the 1997 Australian 2 pence featuring Queen Elizabeth II. At first glance, it may look like just another old bronze coin. But in truth, this piece is a phantom of the mint, a shadowed relic not meant to exist. And that very impossibility is what makes it priceless. If you're holding this coin in your palm right now, you might unknowingly be gripping the keys to overnight fortune. This is no ordinary find. This is the stuff of billionaire dreams. Official records tell us the 2 pence coin ceased to be minted for circulation in Australia decades earlier, replaced by the decimal system in 1966. So how can a 1997 2 pence coin even exist? The answer lies in the hidden corridors of the Royal Australian Mint, where coin prototypes, misstrikes, or off-record test pieces are quietly born, some never meant to leave the vault. But sometimes, through fate or accident, one escapes into the world. And when it does, it becomes a numismatic miracle. This particular 1997 coin, bearing the elegant uncrowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, is wrapped in mystery. No official mintage exists. No public release was ever declared. It may have been a trial strike, possibly intended for a commemorative project that was abruptly canceled. Or maybe it was a quiet request from a royal collector or mint insider. Either way, its survival into the public is nothing short of miraculous. And for those who understand its true rarity, it is not worth hundreds, not even thousands, but millions. Reports from underground collector circles and elite auctions suggest that the 1997 Australian 2 pence coin has reached private valuations, exceeding $8 million, with certain buyers reportedly willing to double that for a pristine piece. Why such astronomical value? Because it represents more than scarcity. It represents a story, a hidden chapter of monetary history, a puzzle piece that completes a larger royal narrative. It's not just about what it is, it's about what it shouldn't be. If you're lucky enough to have one, hold it with reverence. You are not simply in possession of a coin. You are in possession of a financial time bomb. One well-timed auction, one phone call to the right collector, and your world could shift overnight. This isn't a fantasy. This is the reality of how legendary coins rewrite the lives of ordinary people. You could go from forgotten coin jar to front-page headline in the blink of an eye. Many people have coins of value, but very few hold a coin of legend. And that's exactly what the 1997 2p is. It lives outside the known books. It's not listed in most catalogs because it was never supposed to exist in public. That makes it invisible to some, but golden to those who know. It's the kind of coin that disappears for decades, only to re-emerge in a velvet box at a private estate auction, fetching sums that silence entire rooms. Right now, global collectors, museum archivists, and secretive private investors are on a quiet hunt for this coin. They won't post about it online. They won't advertise. But they're watching, listening, waiting for a hint that one has surfaced. If you're reading this and you hold this mythical piece, you are holding a fortune, a legacy, a once-in-a-generation discovery. And only you get to decide how its story unfolds. So, don't rush. Don't trade it at face value. Don't let anyone convince you it's just scrap metal. What you have is far more than a coin. It is a portal to wealth, a whisper of forgotten history, a relic of royal mystery. The 1997 Australian 2p with Queen Elizabeth II is a billionaire's treasure dressed as everyday change. Guard it. Cherish it. Because it could be your ticket to a life you never dared to imagine. Fives in the secret vaults of numismatic history. Some coins are created not for circulation, but for mystery. One such coin, the 1999 Australian 2p featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is more than just an oddity. It is a phenomenon, a legend, a golden whisper in the ears of elite collectors. If this coin has landed in your hands, whether through inheritance, chance, or sheer fate, understand this. You're not holding a coin. You're holding $1 billion storm disguised in copper. This is the kind of coin that can change your entire destiny with a single auction. Now here's where it gets mysterious. Australia officially stopped using the pence system in 1966 after switching to decimal currency. That means the existence of a 1999 2p coin defies all logic. It is not part of any official currency list. It was never meant for the public, and no government record shows mass production of this denomination. So how is it possible? Theories abound. Some claim it was a secret test strike. Others believe it was made for internal min evaluation, or perhaps even an ultra-private commission. Whatever the truth, its sheer impossibility makes it one of the rarest coins to ever emerge. From Australian soil, the presence of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the coin elevates its prestige even further. In 1999, she was nearing the turn of the millennium as the longest reigning monarch of the modern era. The portrait engraved on this coin symbolizes not just royalty. It represents continuity, legacy, and unshakable identity. A 2p coin from this year is like discovering a royal ghost from a forgotten minting chamber, shimmering with untold value. Imagine this. Private collectors have placed values on this coin reaching $8 million to $10 million, with some elite bidders suggesting they'd go higher if a certified specimen appears in mint condition. And here's why. This coin is not just rare, it is one of a kind. It doesn't exist in catalogs, databases, or standard pricing guides. It's a true unicorn of numismatics, a piece that breaks every rule and rewrites the book entirely. If this coin is in your collection, it's time to wake up to your fortune. Don't spend it. Don't sell it for peanuts. Don't let an uninformed dealer tell you it's worthless. What you're holding could make you a multi-millionaire overnight. This coin has the power to pay off debts, buy luxury estates, secure generational wealth, and open doors to a life of unimaginable luxury. You're not dealing in cents anymore. You're dealing in destiny. Many people let coins like this slip through their fingers because they don't recognize what they have. That's the danger and the miracle of this particular coin. It doesn't look flashy. It doesn't scream value. But that's what makes it even more powerful. It hides its treasure behind a simple face. Only those with insight or incredible luck ever uncover its worth. And if you're reading this, You may be one of those chosen few. Collectors from around the globe, private investors, and royal archivists are hunting for proof of this coin's survival. They know it's out there, somewhere. They watch auctions, estate sales, and collector forums with eagle eyes. But they don't talk about it. They don't post it online. They wait. Because they know when the real 1999 Australian 2 pence appears, it will send shockwaves across the world of numismatics. And they want to be the first to grab it at any cost. So here's the truth. If the 1999 Australian 2 pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is in your possession, you're standing on the edge of a financial eruption. Don't move without strategy. Get it verified by top-tier experts, but keep it close. This is not just an object. It is an opportunity, a silent revolution in your life waiting to speak. This coin could be your one-in-a-billion miracle, and when the right eyes see it, your world may never be the same again.